The Stoics, an ancient school of philosophy, believed that true strength lies not in conquering external forces, but in mastering our own emotions. In today's world, this wisdom is more relevant than ever. Have you ever felt drained by interactions with certain people? Energy vampires can disrupt our mental well-being, leaving us feeling frustrated and powerless. But what if there were practical strategies to navigate these difficult dynamics? We'll go over 12 practical Stoic-inspired ideas in this video that will give you the ability to escape energy vampires with compassion, grace, and even resilience. Join me on a journey to protect your emotional well-being and subscribe to the channel for more tips on developing mental resilience. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with a toolbox of Stoic wisdom to handle energy vampires effectively. So take a deep breath and let's begin. 1. Identifying and understanding energy vampires. Take a moment to picture yourself serving as a guard at the entrance to your very own personal citadel, your inner tranquility, your physical health, and your emotional safety. Without a doubt, awareness is the first line of defense in the process of protecting this fortress. Just as a watchful guard must notice potential dangers, you need to recognize the indicators that an energy vampire is approaching you. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who advocated reason and self-control, tells us in his Enchiridion that it is not what happens to you that upsets you. More importantly, it is your judgment of what happens. It is especially important to keep this advice in mind while dealing with energy vampires. Their draining attitudes and manipulative acts cannot exert force over you unless you allow them to. Your emotional reaction to these activities and how you perceive them are the factors that determine their effect on your sense of inner peace at any given moment. Cultivating a Stoic gaze, that is, a calm and objective method of viewing the situation, is the key to success. Learning to recognize the characteristics of energy vampires is a necessary step in this process. Listed below are some important warning signs. Constant negativity. Energy vampires thrive on pessimism and focus on the worst aspects of every situation. Excessive complaining. They continually vent about their problems without seeking solutions. Attention-seeking behavior. They demand constant attention and validation, draining your emotional resources. Manipulative tactics. Energy vampires may use guilt trips or other manipulative tactics to keep you engaged. Developing a mental map of potential dangers to your inner citadel begins with awareness of the many ways energy vampires can manifest. Just as a Roman Stoic philosopher like Seneca might devise a plan to combat an adversary on the battlefield, you can use your newly acquired awareness to anticipate the strategies employed by potentially harmful individuals and devise a strategy to safeguard your emotional well-being. 2. Fortify your walls. Put yourself in the shoes of Marcus Aurelius, the famous Stoic emperor of Rome. To rule a wide empire, one needed power, knowledge, and unyielding determination. When it comes to strengthening the walls of your inner citadel, your emotional well-being, these same attributes are vital. Boundaries are the foundation of this citadel. When dealing with energy vampires, boundaries are the clear lines you draw to demarcate acceptable and unacceptable conduct. Do not permit energy vampires to intrude on your emotional territory, just as a powerful monarch would not permit his boundaries to be violated. The Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of reason and self-control. To take the initial step, determine which activities deplete your energy or violate your sense of self. Is it the constant negativity of a friend, the manipulative behavior of a coworker, or the intrusive demands of a family member? Be open and honest with yourself about what you will not tolerate. Next, communicate these boundaries clearly and concisely. Channel your inner Marcus Aurelius and be firm yet fair. Effective communication strategies include using I statements. Rather than making accusing words like, "You are always so negative," say something like, "I feel drained," when you constantly focus on the unpleasant things. Being specific. Avoid vague statements. Instead of saying, "I need some space," say, "I can't talk right now, but I'd be happy to chat later this week." Maintaining firmness and kindness. Assertive communication is key. Convey your point with self-assurance while avoiding hostility. Establishing boundaries is not a one-time experience. Enforcing your boundaries requires consistency, much like a Stoic ruler who is always on guard against barbarian invasions. If an energy vampire disregards your limits, calmly remind them of the established line. You may need to restrict your interaction with the person or completely withdraw from the situation. Establishing boundaries is about protecting yourself, not punishing someone. 3. Practice empathy without absorption. Consider a ferocious emotional barbarian driven by pessimism, seeking dramatic conflict. Some energy vampires act in this manner, relying on your emotional response to fuel their negativity. The Stoic ideals of emotional regulation and indifference to external stimuli inspire the Grey Rock method, a powerful tool in this context. Developed by therapist Paul Friedman, the Grey Rock method involves being emotionally unresponsive, providing the equivalent of a smooth, neutral rock, offering no handholds for negativity to cling to. Seneca, a great Roman Stoic philosopher, teaches us that true happiness resides in enjoying the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Starving energy vampires of the attention they seek, whether positive or negative, makes you uninteresting to them. Responding to negative statements with neutral, factual responses, without becoming involved in emotional disputes or justifications, serves as your armor. For instance, if an energy vampire complains incessantly about their life, deflect their assault by saying, "That's interesting," without giving them more fuel for negativity. Refuse to get sucked into their emotional vortex, maintaining your composure and responding factually. Seneca teaches that genuine happiness is found by not amusing ourselves with either hopes or fears, meaning you should not give energy vampires the emotional power they seek. 4. The broken record technique. Imagine being subjected to a never-ending onslaught of manipulation, an energy vampire chipping away at your boundaries through deceptive arguments and emotional ploys. This can be both emotionally tiring and unpleasant. The Stoic principles of unshakable reason and perseverance inspire the broken record technique, a powerful defense against such tactics. The broken record technique involves patiently repeating a clear statement about your position, similar to how a broken record skips on the same message. This method, though simple, can be remarkably powerful in repelling attempts to derail you and maintaining focus on your needs. Epictetus, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, emphasizes the power of perseverance, stating that freedom encompasses the ability to determine your own boundaries and say no without explanation. Defending against emotional attacks, energy vampires often deploy strategies like flattery, guilt trips, or passive aggressiveness. By consistently repeating your stance in a calm, relentless manner, you can deflect these emotional assaults, keeping the argument based in reason. This consistent repetition can be disconcerting to manipulators, disrupting their conversation flow and exposing the hollowness of their arguments. Contrary to popular belief, the broken record technique does not involve confrontation. Instead, it involves maintaining a firm focus on your stance while enforcing your boundaries calmly. Stoicism emphasizes reason and logic as guiding principles for managing life's challenges. By utilizing this method, you can resist exploitation and safeguard your inner peace with unwavering determination. 5. Don't take the bait. Imagine a skilled angler casting a line baited with negative thoughts, hoping to catch you in a whirlpool of emotional drama. Energy vampires often dangle provocations, insults, or guilt trips to elicit a reaction that fuels their drama. However, Stoic philosophy offers a great defense: indifference. This is not the same as apathy, but rather emotional detachment from negativity. Epictetus distinguished between apathy, a lack of concern, and indifference, a disconnection from negative emotions that distort our reason. When dealing with energy vampires, practicing Stoic indifference means not responding to their drama bait. Recognize their strategy, identify the bait, and detach yourself emotionally. When you don't respond to their provocations, their power over you diminishes. Stoic indifference allows you to become a peaceful observer rather than a passive player in their drama. This demonstrates that you are unwilling to be involved in their emotional web, protecting your inner serenity. 6. The art of the non-reaction. Imagine a verbal gladiator, a master of insults thriving on heated arguments. Some energy vampires use words as weapons, intending to incite anger, humiliate, and lure you into their emotional sphere. However, Stoic strategy offers the art of non-reaction. When used strategically, silence can be an effective weapon, disrupting the dynamic energy vampires seek. Silence is not empty. It conveys strength and non-attachment to emotional manipulation. Marcus Aurelius advised us to waste no more time arguing about what a good person should be, and instead become one. Non-reaction disrupts toxic patterns, denying them the emotional response they seek. This silence is a powerful communication that demonstrates self-control and unwillingness to partake in negative behavior. The non-reaction should be applied strategically, maintaining composure even if the energy vampire escalates their efforts. Remember, silence is not a sign of weakness, but a powerful tool used by the truly strong. 7. Limit your exposure. Imagine yourself inside your walled citadel, where your mental health is preserved by strict boundaries. However, even the most sturdy walls cannot completely protect you from external dangers. Energy vampires, like persistent intruders, may still try to penetrate your defenses. The Stoic idea of controlling what you can control comes into play here. While you cannot control the actions of energy vampires, you can manage the amount of time you spend with them. Reduce the amount of time you spend interacting with energy vampires whenever possible. Establish physical distance when feasible. Avoid unnecessary negativity and protect yourself, just as a Stoic leader would avoid unnecessary conflicts. When complete avoidance is not possible, establish emotional distance. Practice mental detachment, cognitive reframing, and focus on the positive aspects of your life. Remember, limiting exposure is not cowardice, but self-preservation. By reducing your exposure to energy vampires, you create room to nurture a positive and flourishing inner life. 8. Build your support system. Picture yourself as a guard at the entrance to your inner castle. Your walls have been strengthened, and you have perfected the art of non-reaction and reduced the number of energy vampires you interact with. However, even the most courageous warrior requires a powerful flank, a formation of trustworthy allies. Your support system is your Stoic phalanx, essential for maintaining inner serenity. A robust support system serves as a buffer against the negative influence of energy vampires. It provides a safe space for sharing experiences and frustrations, counteracting the depletion of self-worth. Surround yourself with virtuous individuals who inspire and support you, embodying the principles you wish to cultivate. Invest in quality time with your support system, join communities aligned with your values, and express gratitude for their positive influence. Your support system forms a formidable shield, ensuring your inner serenity remains secure. 9. Prioritize self-care. Interacting with energy vampires is akin to facing an unrelenting assault in combat. Your emotional energy is depleted, leaving you feeling exhausted. Self-care becomes essential, much like a Stoic warrior tending to their wounds and sharpening their blade. Incorporate self-care into your daily routine, viewing it as an investment in your mental well-being. Engage in activities that bring you joy, such as physical exercise or artistic pursuits. Practice meditation to calm your mind, disconnect from negative thoughts, and create inner peace. Seek solace in nature to alleviate stress and enhance your mood. Make self-care a priority, recognizing it as necessary for preserving emotional resilience. A full emotional battery enables you to deflect negativity and radiate positivity, creating a formidable shield against energy vampires. 10. Remember, it's not about you. Picture yourself with a dark cloud looming over you, spewing negativity. Energy vampires often create a poisonous environment by projecting their own worries and insecurities onto others. The Stoic concept of prosoph, viewing oneself as an intelligent observer, serves as a defense mechanism. By maintaining detachment, you become an impartial analyzer of the issue, separating yourself from the negativity. Recognize that energy vampire behavior is a reflection of the individual's inner issues, not a reflection of your worth. Epictetus reminds us that it is not what happens to us, but our judgment of it that affects us. By practicing Stoic detachment, you protect your inner calm and emotional well-being, remaining a centered observer rather than a passive target. 11. Don't try to fix them. The desire to heal and engage in the role of a therapist can be strong, especially when dealing with someone you care about. However, in the sphere of Stoicism, this often leads to frustration and depletion of emotional reserves. Energy vampires require their own willpower and work to cultivate transformation. Focus on what you can control, your reactions and interactions, rather than trying to change an energy vampire. The responsibility for their actions lies with them, and accepting this fact frees you from the futile effort to alter them. Concentrate on your own growth, nurturing positive connections and self-care practices. Offer resources for self-reflection if compelled, but lead by example. Demonstrate Stoic principles in your own life, showing the power of calm and measured responses. Know when to walk away, recognizing that your well-being takes precedence. 12. When to walk away. Despite your best efforts, sometimes the negativity from an energy vampire persists. Recognizing when to withdraw from a situation is fundamental to Stoicism. Prioritizing your mental health is crucial, even if it means ending a relationship. Protect your inner serenity by removing yourself from harmful situations. Invest in positive connections and experiences that nourish your spirit. Accept what you cannot control and detach from negative emotions. Walking away is not weakness, but a deliberate choice to detach from negativity. Consider your well-being and recognize when it's time to limit contact or withdraw entirely. Your inner tranquility is your sacred sanctuary, deserving of protection. By applying these 12 Stoic-inspired methods, you transform from a passive victim into a resilient warrior of inner peace. Energy vampires thrive on chaos and emotional turmoil, but with these strategies, you can navigate their tactics with grace and strength. Remember, your mental well-being is your most valuable asset, deserving of protection and care. If you found these insights helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insights into Stoic wisdom and practical tips for living a balanced and fulfilling life. Together, we can harness the power of Stoicism to maintain a healthy and realistic perspective. Thank you for watching, and remember, you are a crucial part of this community. Your support helps us continue to share valuable content, so hit that subscribe button and join us on this journey toward a more balanced and fulfilling life.